He's not better than me. If he's throwing a kick or elbow, maybe he has a chance. But he's just not a better boxer. He's not better at the sport than me.
Hello to you, sir. You're on Australian soil. Look at this.
Yeah, it's a great night. I'm happy to be able to, box at this level. Definitely great for me. You know, great to show the sport my talent. Like I've been saying for some time now, I do believe I'm a generational talent when it comes to the, sweet science. And I'm happy, just another day in the boxing gym to me, just another day going out there and, displaying my craft.
It's two Australians in a row for you. Is it two heartbreaks in a row for Australia?
I don't want to be the bad guy in Australia, you know what I'm saying? But, I just feel like, uh Liam Parrow was a tough competitor, definitely a special, champion. I admired the way Liam Parrow got ready for the fight. Liam Parrow's one I think when I was watching him, because I watch everything my opponent do, and he was definitely one of them guys that he he put in that work to be the champion that he is. And that night he just ran into a special champion. And with George Kambosos, he's another guy. He's a grinder. I just don't think he's technically as savvy as Parrow is. And Saturday night I'll get to confirm that. So yeah, definitely looking to make it a failed attempt for Australia again.
Thanks a lot. Appreciate that. Yeah, what a guy.
Yeah.
I mean, what's a fight week with George Kambosos like? Because he's definitely not a sleeper. He's up and about. He's in your face. He's screaming at you and your family and your bloody trainers, and you're the same, which is great. It's exciting for the fans. But explain to me, because I'm not sure you might have faced anyone like him previously in the lead up to a fight.
And that nobody had talk as much shit as him. Fun though, fun. George. He believes in himself. He believes in his experience a lot more. He definitely believes in his experience. He believes that he's battle tested, and I believe I'm battle tested. I don't. I believe in boxing. George got to realize nobody become champion without being battle tested. Some guys, have that all-star name, in the sport for a little while it lasts, and some guys have that name for as long as they want it to last. And I just feel like he definitely fought some guys in the some young fighters in the sport that made some name for themselves. And I think that he believes that that experience, is something that's gonna help him Saturday night. But George got to realize I'm a real experienced fighter myself, and I tell everybody that I fight that fight that because it's now sounding like the same old fucking song. Even though I'm champion now, it sounds like who did he fight? Who did he fight? Over and over and over is the pay to fucking Liam Parrow. Now this guy is just like the same with even Argenis Mendez early in my career, and and people got to start realizing like you know I'm definitely a guy that's been in the fire, and I think that Gustavo Lemos fight because that fight showed a different part of my grit, and I think that that fight that I was in, even fighters like Shakur Stevenson, that's a very experienced fighter, haven't been in a gritty fight like that. So I'm very experienced in all aspects of a boxer and professional boxing right now. I think right now it's just more of the big events, getting to that stage.
Did you think it was going to be George? Obviously, it started to sort of kick off on X, didn't it, for a while? And you guys were back and forth. And then that's when Shitchins came out and all this other stuff. And then all of a sudden, there you are at the MSG, ready to go. Was he who you thought you'd be facing?
Nah, but the funny thing, ironic, I was jumping off, I was coming off a flight from Europe, from London in the summertime. I want to say like July when me and him were going back on Twitter, and he was like, "You'll never be world champion." And he's like, "You'll never be world champion. You always keep fighting in front of 300 people." Da, da, da. I'm just like, "All right, cool." This guy is one of them guys that okay, cool. So I think that Saturday night, I'm gonna make him eat his words, and I'm gonna just show him that it's nothing personal with him. I just feel like his levels to the sport of boxing. Anything you do, when it's being a doctor, when it's being basketball, it's just some people are better at what they do, and I just feel like I've put in the grind in my sport. Obsessed with my craft, and that will overcome anything. That will overcome anything that I'll go through in the ring Saturday night or anything that's to come in the future. So because this won't be the last time I'll hear this. Trust me, I'm here this till I take out fucking Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, Ryan Garcia, all in fucking 1 year. That's when I'll stop hearing who has he fought.
Well, speaking of Devon, a lot of the talks Devon 2.0. There's a bit of that saying that your key to victory for George will just be to jab, to move, and just sort of stink the place out. How do you see this fight going? So
Whatever it takes to win.
there's been a lot of back
Whatever
foot
it takes.
fighting recently, and you're happy to do that.
Front foot, back foot. George Campos is not better than me in any part of the in any department of the game. Close quarters, outside, mid range. He's not better than me. If he's fucking throwing a kick or elbow, maybe he has a chance. But he's just not a better boxer. He's not better at the sport than me. I don't need to hold George Campos. He's comparing himself to Gustavo Lemos. Gustavo Lemos is a 5'4" bodybuilder, strong-headed Argentina. George Kambosos is not that. So he needs to stop. Liam Power is doing the same thing, just looking at the fight and saying I almost lost a 5'4" lightweight. And I hate how these guys overlook Lemos. That's why I say you kid a fucking guy like Lemos will fuck around and knock Devin Haney the fuck out. But he don't have a name. And obviously with that loss that he got to Keyshawn, everybody just thought he was sweet. But you seen when Keyshawn fought him, they put him on a rehydration clause. When it was time, when the tables turned and it was time for Keyshawn Davis to go on a hydration clause, he didn't want to do that because he knew that would take something out of him, especially with a puncher like De Los Santos. So, a lot of people just don't do their homework on the sport. And yeah.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see. I mean, you've just spoken there about people not really giving you that respect, don't you think? To absolutely put a number on George Kambosos might give you that. Do you think or do you think they'd still say that you fought someone that didn't have a belt?
No, I wouldn't do that. I need a Devin Haney or Teofimo. That's what's gonna shut them up. Boxing go about the hype. That's it. Because you gotta realize it was once upon a time there was no hype behind George Campbell's name. When he beat Teofimo, he's became a big name. So that's what the sport is about. You can't look at in the sport of boxing, it's all noise. The shit is here today, gone tomorrow. Just like George. They hyped his name up. He was here, he was the man in 2020. What was it? 2021? He was the man in 2021. By 2022, he went back down to level of opposition. That you went from arenas to fucking fighting. I mean, I think he's still fighting arenas in Australia, but you get what I'm trying to say. The level, the opposition level haven't haven't been the same, and he got an opportunity with Lomachenko, and Lomachenko put him right back in his place. Like you don't belong up here. He got another opportunity with me. I'm putting right back down to his place. You don't belong here. So, I mean, I I don't want to sound cocky. I don't want to sound this, but I just feel like I'm better in boxing, bro. If it was basketball, maybe he'll beat me. Boxing, bro, I think I'm better. That's it.
Well, there's plenty of champions floating around. You just mentioned Teofimo Lopez. I mean, is that the goal after George Kambosos?
I mean, it's whatever Tio want to do. Tio over there at BBC now. I'm hearing we got the same manager. My manager don't disclose what's going on with Tio, and my manager have if he does have plans of me and Tio, I'm pretty sure I would know, and I would know, but I'm not overlooking George Kambosos. This guy is a competitor. He comes to win, and I come to win, and that makes for a good fight, right? Why would you want to see a boxing fight if two guys don't want to win? So it's a great fight.
We arguably saw a few of those in Times Square the other week, just down the road at the theater. Different story, huh?
Yeah, that was weird. Yeah, I don't. I mean, yeah, that was weird. Jose Ramirez looked like he didn't come to win. He just let fucking Devin move the fuck around the ring. Fucking Barboza, I don't know what the fuck was that he came with. I thought it was gonna be a better fight than that. Ryan, he looked like he was tired. It looked like he just stopped punching and it looked like once Rolly dropped him, he would just shot like scared. So I don't know what the fuck been going on in boxing these past few months. But when two guys come to win, that's what makes for an exciting fight.
I want to actually see. I wouldn't mind seeing you and Gary Antoine. I mean, there was twice in the amateurs you fought, twice he beat you, and then you get to go back and take his belt in the pros. There's a good story there.
That'll be a good fight. No, Gary's a true competitor. He's hungry. He gonna come. He gonna come. He gonna come. He gonna make a fight, and that'll be great. And listen, I'm here to stay. I'm here to stay. I got God on my side. I take my craft very serious. I don't play about boxing. I'm obsessed with boxing, and I think I'm gonna be one of them guys that's reigning for a long time. And let's just see what the future holds. You just gotta go out there and box. Prove yourself over and over until you really become that household name. So we'll see.
Well, Liam Paro's back in the ring in a couple of weeks here in Australia. I spoke to him the other day, and he seems to be thinking about going down that WBO path. He believes the IBF belt is a ship that sailed. Would you see that rematch if it made sense? If there was people like Tio doing other plans?
Paro, grabs a belt, and I don't have to do the IBF rehydration clause, and because I'm not gonna lie, making weight right now it's not seeming hard. I haven't finished the weight cut yet for this fight. We still got 2 days to go. Haven't seemed hard at all, and that could be for a lot of things because none of my weight cuts really been hard besides I want to say the Gustavo Lemos card, the Gustavo Lemos fight, and a little bit maybe the Bowser fight. The weight cut was a little difficult, but both of them fights were around winter time. I'm fighting right now in New York and it's hot outside, so I'm able to sweat a lot more, and it's able to be a lot more easier. But in the near future, I ain't gonna lie, the 147 is big, bro. Not gonna lie. So if I'm at 140 for a few more fights and Perro get a belt, we could run it back. I'm a true player. Like I'm a competitor. So if you want to try to get back, I'll be happy to run it back. But I respect Perro. I respect Perro because I told him before the fight. I said you're gonna speak about me completely different after our fight, and he's giving me my just due. He's letting it be known that I'm a special champion, of a very high level boxer, and I respect him for that because a lot of these guys some guys would just try to downplay it, but yeah, hopefully I said it right when I got out the ring with Parado. I said I do believe that he'll be champion again because I could see why he gives guys problem. I could see why he beat Matias because he's very, very deceptive.
Well, you're going to see it when you take on George Kambosos this weekend at the MSG in the theatre. Richardson Hitchins, it's a pleasure to have you on the Punch podcast. I'd love to say I'd love to see you get the win, but 2 Aussies in a row, it hurts to say out loud, but hey, you're a generational
Yeah.
talent, you say, so I can't stop that, right?
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And shout out to Australia.
Hey, we look forward to seeing you come back down and doing that Paro rematch, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be big. But fair judging this time because they tried to take it from me last time.
Okay. Well, enjoy the weekend and all the best. Richardson Hitchin, thanks again, man.
Thank you.